Alright, welcome to our first game with Pauper Tron here. Let's do it. I have no idea what constitutes good, bad, or keepable, so I'm going to assume turn 2 scatter into turn 3 divination is going to be okay. As someone who enjoys playing mid-range and interactive decks in Modern, I would much rather play against Birthing Pod than I would rather than playing against Collected Company. Collected Company is miserable to play against as an interactive player. Birthing Pod, however, you can just shatter. You can shatter their Birthing Pod after they get a single activation, and they generally don't generate a lot of value from it. Explain Evoke for you. Basically, it lets me play this as a spell. So it's going to come into play and it's going to die immediately. I understand how Tron plays. Every Tron deck is a control deck. The people that think Tron isn't a control deck in Modern are the salty Jund nerds who have never actually played the deck. Essence scatter the crap out of Chittering Rats. Out of here. I want to just evoke this. So this comes into play, it dies, I draw 2 cards. Green City is a much more powerful card than those other 2 you just listed. This is my first time streaming Pauper. This is a donation deck list, for those wondering. So if you are a subscriber to the channel, for a $12 donation, I will play your deck list on stream if it looks sweet and reasonable. I reserve the right to refuse any donation deck list, so you should always make sure to check with me before you send me money in a deck list. Gray Merchant of Asphalt. Yep, that's going to resolve. Going to drain me for 4 here. That is true. We did used to play this. Actually, Pauper Tron was one of the decks that drove me to quit Magic Online last time I was playing it a bunch because, what's the word I'm searching for? It, when they changed how the mana system worked, Mine Tower, grab a power plant here. When they changed how the mana system worked, it became really slow to play this deck online. Yep. That is certainly a thing. We're going to take 6 here. I think we're casting this fog. Again, I think it is comically embarrassing to look at the things that exist and happen in Modern and to say that getting Dryad Arbor on turn 1 is unfair with Green Sun Zenith, but I can die on turn 3 and turn 4 all day to Storm. But Green Sun Zenith getting Dryad Arbor, that's truly unfair. I find it really funny that people could look at me in the eyes with a straight face and make that comment. It's like, yes, you have found the true atrocity in Modern. Flashback Mafog. Yeah, more fogs. Alright, cast this. Mulldrifter? I guess Condescend insulates me from another Gray Merchant, so I'll take that. So if I'm gonna fog with these 2, and then I can flashback this Forbidden Alchemy, sounds great. Guess who's back? Back again. Fog is back. A friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Do. This is why playing Tron Online is miserable, because I have to click on this colorless symbol 7 times or 6 times to cast this spell. Pulse of Murasa, that's everything I want to be doing in life. Oh god, I forgot how much fun this deck is. We're going to time out in every one of our matches, but lordy, this deck is a gas. Pulse of Murasa, my Mnemonic Wall. Let me tell you about good, clean living, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you about the cleanest of living. We're going to Mnemonic Wall back, my Pulse of Murasa. X damage and X. Sure, I take, Wait, what? Why would you do that? I don't understand, opponent. I don't understand. I'm just gonna tap this. And then tap... No, wait, I don't want to do that. I want to play this land. Yeah, and then I'm gonna filter this to green. And then I'm gonna Pulse of Murasa and get back my wall. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, God. Was it good for you? I hope that was as good for everyone in the chat as it was for me. Because it was fucking great on this end. Yeah, you cycle that Baron more, opponent. You do it. This deck's like the definition of we'll win the game later. Alright, sure, why not? Flashback this moment's piece. Alright. Alright, what am I doing? We'll play this wall, I guess. I'll get back Pulse of Murasa. Yep. Cast this Pulse of Murasa on my Mulldrifter. Man, I don't know if we're winning. I don't know if we're winning or not, chat, but it certainly feels good. I'm all about them feel goods. Cast this Mulldrifter without Evoke. I don't know. We're gonna like beat them to death with this Mulldrifter, I guess. Do I really have to win the game per se? I mean, haven't I won the game in the moral sense already? Like, my opponent definitely isn't winning this game. Yeah, man, you killed my Mulldrifter. Mulldrifter beats... My favorite win con is just drawing more cards. It's the best win con ever. Oh god, this Expedition map's gonna get a Haunted Fengraf? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. No, opponent, please don't attack me for 5. Please don't attack me for 5, opponent. Oh, now I'm all the way down to 20. I don't understand how I can ever get back into this game. We have a crop rotation. Oh, God. I'm gonna make blue with this. No, wait. That's not what I want to do. I want to tap this, make green, and then I'm gonna crop rotate this Shimmering Grotto. Get this Haunted Fengraf. Sacrifice Haunted Fengraf, Pauper staple, return a creature at random from my discard pile to my hand. Play this Bojuka Bog, void my opponent's crypt here, so that way they can't flash back one of these Chainer's Edicts. Doop, doop, doop. Scout here, return the swamp to your hand, make you discard a card. Doot, doot, doot. Doot, doot. Guess who's back? A friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Boo doo doo. Boo, 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 boo. Ghostly Flicker is definitely a good one to find. What? What if we didn't do that, opponent? What if we just no? So crack that. Oh, wait, I want to retain priority in response to this, right? That way I can crack, oh, no, wait, cancel. Cancel. God, we are going to time out so hard. My body has never been so ready to time out of a match that we just couldn't lose. I have suddenly remembered why we stopped playing Pauper, because this deck is hilarious and completely unplayable on Magic Online. So, I'm glad someone else paid for this league. I'm going to have a great time, but we're probably going to lose every match and wouldn't have, like, we're going to be infinitely ahead and just time out in every round. Because the timeouts feel less bad when I'm not spending my own money on them. Oh, baby. Pulse, my wall. Wall. Look at all these colorless mana I have to click on. Get back my Pulse of Murasa. But that's not the point. The point is I shouldn't have to play bad cards because Magic Online sucks. That's the point. I shouldn't make my deck worse to play around Magic Online being awkward and slow. That's the point. You do with Tron lands. You do with Tron lands. And I will show you that you have to do it with Tron lands here in a second. Watch cast. Click, click, click. Alright, click 4 more times. That's a good user experience. Doop, doop. Doop. Yes, Riddick, sure. My wall's dead. You got me. Alright, that was actually a bad play on their part. Because now I get to put this Grey Merchant back in their hand, and then they have to discard it. Opponent's merciful and concedes. Alright. Well, we do have an Ulamog's Crusher in our deck. Look at that. Look at that. Coffees for closers. Do I have any cards in my board for this? I feel like I don't, right? Is this Wretched Gryff okay? No, we won't. You're right. If we 2-0 every time, we won't lose. You're not wrong there. Marauder's good just because, like, it's a 5/5. I feel like I just want to click submit. I feel like all of my cards here are reasonable. I mean, I don't have that many artifacts. This hand seems fine. Opponent's deck will have a bunch of, what's the word I'm searching for? Ways to destroy my lands post-board, most likely. Hand's a little soft to Chittering Rats. Wait, they mulled to 5 and kept a no-lander? Right, no longer soft to anything. Cost 3 in Pauper. Because Sinkhole is not a common. Let me tell you about my friend Divination. You know what one of my metrics is for a good format is divination a playable magic card in it. It's probably a great format. It's not a complicated metric, but it's one of the ones I use. Paper Pauper, because that's a format people care about. Let's see. Looking for a tower of power. Just like that. The rest go on your bottom. Yep. The last time divination is divination standard legal now? I wish divination was playable in every format. Here, Tick, with the 213 subscription on Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. As I've said, subscriptions are the best way you could support my content here. So welcome, welcome, welcome back. Next turn, we get to use this Haunted Fengraf and pick a friendo back up. No, I was just thinking, because I think the last time divination was legal in standard, it was playable, right? It was when Sphinx's Rev was legal. How have we not? We're very unlucky. Haven't drawn card yet. Expedition map? Oh, I guess I probably should have done this into this into this. Played the Prophetic Prism. Oh, you know what? I probably should have left that map uncracked. Well, I guess I'm going to counter their Stone Rains, right? I would say maybe I should leave that map uncracked for if they Stone Rain me, I could redraw whatever they Stone Rain. But I'm just going to counter their Stone Rain, so that doesn't matter. Opponent got pretty unfortunate in that second game. That matchup's pretty hard for them, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were mulliganing aggressively to try and find their reserves cards. Yeah, Faye TV. We stream every Sunday evening now. I've been doing this for the last few weeks now. This is a bug land destruction deck. This is Tron control. This is Pulse of Murasa, Mnemonic Wall, Mulldrifter, all the goodies. All the goodness. Singleton Ulamog's Crusher. Love to play first. Any Hex on tonight? Yeah, I think we're going to close with Hex, Bob. Maybe. I don't know. I might, depending on how long this league goes, I might play some Vintage too. But we'll see. We'll see how we end up. How do we feel about this standard? Do you think the energy mechanics got pretty fucked? Sorry. It's pretty obnoxious. Let's say obnoxious. I need to try and keep my language mostly PG. Tron mirrors, Tron. And remember, if you can't catch all of my Magic streams live, or any of them live, check out my YouTube archives. They're linked down below. I archive 100% of my streams there since I don't stream with copyrighted music. Because I am not a thief. I don't break the law. So you should definitely check those out. I break them up by format and then by decks. You can watch just the stuff you care about. Grab my power plant, play my power plant, play my map. If we don't have aggressive draws, we're 100% going to time out in this mirror. I'm just like, I've accepted the fact that we're going to lose one or more matches to timeouts here tonight. And honestly, I remembered, I talk about Pauper not having competitive events. The challenge event is good enough, but like, I stopped playing Pauper last time I was playing Magic Online because this deck is the deck I would enjoy playing. I love this Tron deck. This control deck is awesome. And timing out playing it feels miserable. I don't intend to try and play too much faster. It is what it is. We are accepting our fate. And, like, honestly, this is a deck where, like, you wouldn't time out in paper playing it. Like, the reason I time out playing this deck on Magic Online is because of how the Magic Online mana system works. I think he's going to be excluded from the party here. Yes. This one has no calories. It's free. I love it's 0 calories. There's no real sugar in it. Look, I'm gonna die anyways. Tell my wife that cherry coke is delicious, chat.
Cherry coke and
look, all I'm saying is this cherry coke 0 is delicious and refreshing and contains 0 calories. This stream is in no way sponsored or endorsed by Coca-Cola, but Coca-Cola, if you're out there, it could be. Alright, let's get a basic Island here, I think, since we don't have any Prophetic Prisms. Oh god, my kids went to bed and Shaun the Sheep is still playing in the background. How many parents out there do that? You look around the room and you realize you're like humming to the music, and then you're like, like, oh wait, the kids left the room. Why is the kid show still on? Do I want this crop rotation? I really don't, right? I just want this Urza's Tower. And then, yeah, it's going to resolve, unfortunately. It is an ugly Mulldrifter. You're not wrong. Alright, so I'm going to play this Wall and rebuy this Forbidden Alchemy, you know, for the value. I'm supposed to rebuy this Exclude. Huh. I'm a liar. I'm going to rebuy this Exclude. Because now I can play this Urza's Tower, and then using this Prism, I can flash back this Alchemy. Yeah, that's fine. Look, at least the Cherry Coke Zero is not going to make me fat. It's just going to kill me. It cuts straight to the point. It's all going to kill me. The Cherry Coke Zero is just not going to make me fat first. And I'm sure in some parts of America, the water still gives you cancer. Pauper is great. This deck is great. Playing this deck on Magic Online is definitely one of the levels of hell. Just like, there's 110% one of the floors of hell where all you do on that level of hell is play Pauper Tron Mirrors on Magic Online. And every time you're this close to not timing out, and then you time out. Someone asked about the Hex Client earlier. Yeah, the Hex Client is super smooth. But honestly, the Hex Client benefits from something that Magic Online just doesn't. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I want to counter this unless they pay 6. Hex has the benefit of not having lands in play, which is a big part of what makes Magic Online really clunky, which Magic Arena is going to be doing better. Like, the way Magic Arena handles tapping lands is awesome. The fact that it, like, tries to automate it for you is insane and great, and something that this desperately needs. I want both of these cards, right? I don't really need a Pulse of Murasa, actually. We'll bottom that. This teaching is going to shuffle anyways. This wall can get back this Condescend next turn. Play this tower out as well. The Mulldrifter just continuing the slow burn in the air here. Slow ride. Take it easy. Look, all I'm going to say is, if there was like some kind of contest for the least healthy vegetarian in the world, I would definitely be towards the forefront for winning that contest. I don't not eat meat for health reasons. I just don't eat meat because I don't find the taste of meat particularly enjoyable. Yeah, you know what else is vegan? A lot of deep... No, that's probably not true. No, you could probably get deep fried things that are vegan. Let me tell you about things that are great. Things that are deep fried are wonderful. That's really rude, opponent. That is really rude. I liked all these cards that are in my discard pile. That's sad. Do I want to Pulse of Murasa and get one of them back? I feel like I do. I feel like I want to Pulse of Murasa and get back this Monopoly. Buy me 3 more turns against this Mulldrifter clock here. Mozzarella sticks, baby. Deep fried cheese is wonderful. That's true. I eat things I like. I eat a lot of dairy. Dairy is great. Dairy is wonderful. Teach me, oh great Tron masters. What am I getting here? Oh god, I got a ghostly flicker. This is what... Let me tell you... Let me sit right down and tell you a story about ghostly flickering double Mnemonic Wall. That's so rude, opponent. That's so rude. Do you want to do something else here? I probably want to ghostly flicker this now, right? This flicker's a land, too? Oh, I can flick the ghost! The Prophetic Prism! Holy crap, that's great. yeah, inject the cards directly into my veins. Oh, God, I wish this deck was better to play online, because this deck is such a gas. It's so much fun. I just, like, we'll win the game at some point eventually later, but for now, I'm just gonna, like, flicker stuff and cast Mulldrifters. This is like playing a commander deck, right? Oh, nope. 2 mana. Yep, that's the plan. The plan is the teachings for a pulse here, and then we'll pulse the wall, and then we'll play the wall, get the flicker. Yeah, that's fine. Draw your 3 cards. Enjoy, opponent. Enjoy, friendo. We're trying to get to a horror here and put all their cards back in their hand. Pulse of Murasa, this guy. This guy. Ghostly Flicker. Yes. Yes, Ghostly Flicker on these 2. Flick my mana a bunch. Draw 2 cards. Return Ghostly Flicker to my hand. This is... This is just delicious. Just delicious. I feel like I'm supposed to just pass the turn here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass the turn here. Discard this Moment's Piece. I'm gonna hold up this Exclude. That's pretty unlucky we had to move to hand size. Pretty unfortunate. Just the unluckiest. Oh yeah, you get that Seagate Oracle, opponent. You get it. I muted myself intentionally there while I was drinking that soda. Opponent burning precious minutes off their clock here. Precious seconds off their clock going into the tank. This is my play, opponent. It's rude. Get this other ghostly flicker here. Stopped my flicker. I'm actually going to play this tower out first here. Two cards. Ghostly flicker. Man, where are my two horrors at? Crap. I think I'm just passing here. I'm just passing here. Does this deck win or does it just draw the deck? At some point, you think about winning, and then you realize drawing your deck is more fun, so you continue doing that. Yeah, probably. You're probably auto-yield to my stuff, you're right. Getting a backup flicker is not a bad idea. The actual win condition is that I'm gonna find my horror, and then I'm gonna ghostly flicker my horror and my wall a bunch of times and like make my opponent pick up their entire board and discard their hand. I think people in chat are right that I should ghostly flicker and get back 2 ghostly flickers. I should have done this on my turn. Just in case they draw a counter for one of my flickers. Oh, yield. Can I always yes on that? Nope, apparently not. Alright, we're up on clock on the opponent again here. That being said, we're 10 out of 10 going to be down on clock when we actually try to win the game. Hey, there's a horror. Alright. Let's use this flicker to pick up some extra stuff then. Flicker, get back a Pulse of Murasa just in case. So let's do this. This, make black mana. It's this. Power plant up. If they float a bunch of mana here, I'm going to change phases. So now we just ghostly flicker these two. We're gonna make them pick up all of their lands. Opponent concedes. Alright, Wretched Gryff seems fine in the mirror. I think we just want to, like, overload on threats, right? Spell seems good. The cards I don't want. Moment's Peace is terrible. Scatter seems fine because the creatures are the cards we actually care about. I think this seems fine. I'm going to take this 2.5 minutes to finish my sandwich really quick. Feel free to comment on how I boarded. Prohibit isn't mana leak. It's very good. Read the card. I don't think I like Grudge over any of the cards we're already playing. No idea. I am a dirty, no-skill, all-shill net decker here. I might take off some of these extra stops on my opponent's turn here. Try and not time out. We're going to try not to time out. We're not necessarily going to succeed, but we're going to try. You want to cantrip before you crack your map for things, because you could cantrip into one of the two Tron pieces and this can find the other one. That's your third land drop. You are, so I can go crack map for tower. And then I can just crop rotate into this last one, right? I want to do that now. And I can play the Signet. So, power plant, tower, mine. Tap the mine, play the... I technically was 1 mana behind there. I could have gotten the tower second, but I didn't need the 3rd mana. Excuse me. I might just cast Wretched Gryffs and kill them this game. I missed their line drop. Remember I said we were going to time out and then people just keep conceding? I'll save you the time, opponent says in chat. You're never going to time out if you're always winning. I would just like to take a minute to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're out in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Fogler. We're hanging out playing some Pauper here this evening. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider following on Twitch. Doesn't cost you anything, helps people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing or becoming a patron on Patreon. Those are the 2 ways I support myself best. So you can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. You can check out all these wonderful people in the advertising mtgotraders.com for your source for all your Magic Online card needs. Cool Stuff Inked.com buys and sells physical Magic cards. Inked Gaming can help you get some customized gaming accessories, and Spare Deck will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. I'll bet they do Pauper as well, but I don't know how much those cards cost. We'll see. Yeah, it seems fine, right? Go ahead and go map on 1, crack map on 2, evoke Mulldrifter on 3. Peace, Chrissy. And play this map and pass the turn. Delver, oh no. Oh no, I'm not going to have time to get my Dirtle on. It's a really rude opponent. I'm supposed to just get all the time I need to Dirtle. And flip their... That's pretty unlucky. Why would you play a 1/1 for 1 in your deck? You have infinite fogs, you're fine. Sure. I suppose. I believe you that it's the reason why we play all the fogs. We get power plant, mine. You always want to get the tower last. Fengraf. Yep, we'll just play this. Then we'll just cast Mulldrifter without Evoke on 4. That's... What a powerful Magic card my opponent has put into play. It really does, Immortal. You're not wrong. Oh no! Ninja! Ninjutsu! Get to play real life ninjas in Pauper? They could have flipped it, but they didn't need to. Man, I'm gonna get to block with this, and then Pulse of Murasa it back to my hand, or maybe Haunted Fengraf it back to my hand. Oh no! We've been scredded. I mean, they have counter spells in their deck, right? Ash Barrens, basic land cycling. Opponent's working really hard to play Brainstorm in their Pauper deck. Oh man. This tutors for double fog? How great is that? Tutor for double fog. Right, Pulse of Murasa, Mulldrifter. Oh god, I'm gonna have to discard? That's pretty unlucky. Man, I am just the stone cold unluckiest. Holy crap, they have main deck Dispel. I was joking. This dude's gone hard in the Delver paint. Dude or dudette. Don't. That card seems really good against me. Prophetic Prism is actually kind of something we wanted to draw, right? We're a little bit choked on colors. Get back a Pulse of Murasa with that. Yoop. Cast this. Delver up. Discard a card for me. What do I need a Rolling Thunder for? Oh god, they get to play Gush. And look at these miscreants over here. Bonus drawn so many cards. Cast Mystical Teachings. Get Ghostly Flicker. So they have a Daze, they have a Dispel, so when I counter unless they pay 3 Wally. So I want to play this Urza's Tower here. A Ghostly Flicker these two. That's rude. Unless you pay 2. Oh, I feel like I don't want one of these Mulldrifters. I feel like I'm sinning by saying that, but I feel like I only want one of these 2 Mulldrifters. How about you pick one of them islands up? Discard a card over there. Yeah, you locked them out of playing cards basically. We're gonna use the wall to pick the Ghostly Flicker back up, and then you Ghostly Flicker the Horror and the wall to get the Ghostly Flicker back. And then they weep silently. The silent weeping is my favorite part about this deck. The part where they just are like fold inward on themselves. Maybe letting them get another blue source is a mistake here, but I feel like I don't want to play into this Dispel. We know they have a Dispel and a Daze, so I think I want to just develop my mana a little bit more here. Oh, I need stops back on here. So I'm gonna do this. Drawing another wall is actually pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and flicker these two. This is probably gonna meet a Dispel. Spell Stutter Spray. Prohibit that. Spray. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, you know what? I could have flashback teachings there. Nah, that's probably not worth it. So this goes to 7. I'm going to make blue here. I'm going to make black here. Go ahead and cast this other horror and make them pick up a land. Change phases here. Oh, you know what? Changing phases is bad. I can't do this. I know they have a daze in their hand. Oh wait, do they discard the daze? I don't want to run this into a daze by mistake. I'm just gonna pass the turn here. I don't really run this into a daze even if they still have it. Nah, I don't think so. We're just gonna lock him out of this game. We're gonna be okay. I guess with the Haunted Fengraf, maybe it's fine. Actual factual counterspell, huh? Oh, I get one back at random, huh? You are in Jesus. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't think I want to attack here. I think I'm just going to pass. Dispel this. Flashback teachings. Get another ghostly flicker. Although I guess this is like my last one, right? So I should just get another mystical teachings here. Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn here. And then at the end of their turn, I can teachings, and then teachings, and get ghostly flicker plus a condescend. And that way I can beat a counterspell out of them. The old teachings for that's good pure love right there. Just the old teachings for teachings. Oh, you know what? I should block the fairy miscreants. I don't want them to draw more cards. They probably have a ninja here. Another ninja. Okay. These are going to let them draw cards. I guess I should just play this, Moment's Peace, right? And I can flash back this Moment's Peace. And then, like, if they want to spell stutter sprite this, I'm gonna go to town. Like, next turn. Yeah, I get my... Yeah, so they should be pretty dead here. We get to go like this. Go get Ghostly Flicker. To go ahead and Ghostly Flicker these two. Get back my Ghostly Flicker and my Flicker. Always yes. Always yield. Always yes. Always yield. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Flicker these two. Get back this. Target that. Okay. Yes, I said always yes. Come on now. Come on. Again, this is why this deck's unplayable on Magic Online. Why is it keep making me yes? Flicker, target these two. When you flicker it, it thinks it's a new permanent. What good stuff. Then, for the sake of time... Go ahead. Oh, you know what? I messed this up. If they have a daze here, they can get me. That one, and then go ahead and do that one. Go ahead, opponent. Hey, look, they have a land. That's pretty good. Ghostly Flicker. Target these two. Flashback my teachings. Get Essence Scatter. Cast Essence Scatter on you. Ghostly Flicker. Get back. Ghostly Flicker. Yes. Yes. Oh, dum 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 dum. Boop boop. Ghostly Flicker. Target land. Yes, use this ability, even though I do that. Flicker. Target you. Target you. Your land. Start targeting groups. I mean, like, the opponents just lost the game. It's just, like I said, this is going to be one of those games, like, it hasn't happened yet tonight, but, like, I'm expecting to, like, lose a bunch of games tonight that, like, we're just, like, are completely unlosable for, or matches tonight that are just, like, completely unlosable for us normally, like, in a normal match of Magic, because, like, we'd have a shared clock, or, like, Magic Online wouldn't be dicking us with our mana every turn. Like, why does it make me click one of my 3 floating colorless lands when I do that? Anyone know? Anyone? Bueller? Oh, right. I still haven't made a blue yet. I don't understand what just happened. Oh. Yeah, you still have to click it. I also can't not make excess mana with Tron land most of the time. So, that too. Flick both of these. Pick that up. Up. Oh. I could just imagine the circle of hell you described, right? If we get behind in game 2 even a little bit, we're almost certainly going to be conceding. And for those wondering why, the answer is, well, because of what you just saw. Like, it takes a while to win the game. We do have to board in some additional threats, like the Wretched Gryffs, at least. What's the board out here? Crop rotation seems pretty terrible against a deck with counterspells in it. Forbidden Alchemy's maybe a little bit slow. I think I'd rather have Teachings than Alchemy. Don't really kill my stuff, right? So Pulse of Murasa, I guess they counter my stuff. Pulse is good if they're countering my stuff. This is Electrickery. We do not have any Pyroblasts in the 75. I don't actually know what else I want to cut here. I feel like this is a matchup where I want these Moments pieces. We definitely want the Circle Protection Blues, right? Even though it's a card we're going to time out trying to use on all of our opponent's things. The Condescends come out. Seagate Oracle doesn't really block anything. I guess it blocks the Ground Pounders. That seems fine. To draw a Prism for the Circle Protection Blue, but seems okay other than that. We got plenty of time on these Moments pieces. Or thanks to these Moments pieces. Moment piece stopping the draw and Ninja of Deep Hour is kind of gas too. Love to put my first Tron piece into play the Signet out. They're auto-passing, so they don't have a daze right now. They might have boarded their dazes out, honestly. Hydroblast, that one's pretty good. Verdane, sure. We resolve this. I'm pretty sure they're just ranched by it. Assuming we don't time out. I'm gonna just Moment's Peace here. I have a bunch of them, right? Let's just like use it as a gain for and use my mana for the turn. Oh, I should have waited to see if they ninja'd though, right? They might have ninja'd this. Cast this Mulldrifter. Something's getting Pyroblasted at some point. Might as well be now. Yeah, they had a ninja. They might have done that last turn. A land here, they might not be able to counter this. Be nice. No cards into your hand. Nice card. Seem to be days free here, which is good for us. I'm gonna guess we would have hit Prophetic Prism last turn. Scred. Bolt. 6 here. Oh, another ninja. More than that. Prism, please. Counterspell, tilt. Just get to this last game with 12 minutes on my clock so we can hopefully win. Yeah, scene seems fine. Super exciting, but fine. Yeah, very, very strong, for sure. I guess Shimmering Grottos let me cast my white spells too. Think about that. Opponent flip to Lightning Bolt. Philly! With the 16-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome back again and again and again. Circle protection, blue, please. Tilt. Play this. This pass. Probably cycling this Remote Island since I have the Shimmering Grotto and this Signet and this Prism. Just want to find our Circle Protection or Mulldrifter or something like that. Wow, that card's really good against us, huh? Nuts. Supposed to prohibit that? You're supposed to prohibit that. Huh. Definitely didn't even think about it. It's very possible I should have prohibited that. Peace, Tom. Have a good night. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking. Just kind of clicking. I don't have a draft going currently. I think I'm probably going to start one. Alright, well, we have Tron. Fortunately, we're unable to do Tron-y things from here. Have any payoff cards currently? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able... I was thinking about playing a Vintage League tonight, but I don't know if I can handle more Magic Online after playing Pauper on Magic Online with this deck. This deck is, like, really miserable to play on this client. The next time someone sends me money to play something sweet, I don't spend my own money playing Modern, because Modern's a really high variance format. No, Spell Shield reads it can't be targeted by your opponent's spells or the non-control. I forget how Spell Shield reads, but it doesn't work that way. We have an Ulamog Crusher in our deck. We have Wretched Gryff in our deck right now, too. Even just, like, drawing our 4/4 would be great, right? I mean, like, this game is just like, I should have prohibited this, and then, like, I haven't drawn any spells. I don't have a meaningful way to take this off the table either. Womp, womp, womp. But then by the time we find something meaningful, they're probably going to have plenty of counters and stuff for it. We know one of their cards is a Lightning Bolt, but the rest of their hand is probably just, like, counter spells and stuff like that. Essence Scatters, Excludes, things of that nature. Hopefully we draw some Wretched Gryffs, so that way we can... Because Wretched Gryff draws a card when you cast it, so that way we cast it, they counter it, we draw another card, hopefully find another threat. Okay, well, yep. Just, head right on in there. Pick the Delver up if it resolves. Hydroblast, what a tilt. Alright, I'm going to pass to my opponent. If they activate this, I'm going to use the Haunted Fengraf, and they'll probably crack it. Wow, really? Okay. For us. This is short mana, right? 5. Ugh, because this doesn't make a mana when it filters. We're playing a ton of Standard. We started off with Standard this evening. Played another bad control deck. Let me tell you about things we have plenty of to go around. Bad control decks. These energy and mono red decks just devour these control decks, it feels like. And if you set yourself up to beat the energy decks, you're gonna, like, get hosed by random other stuff a lot of the time. It's gone. Body's ready to get pyroblasted again here. Be sweet is if we draw Circle Protection, they counter this, and then we get to jam the Circle Protection that resolves. Well, there's the Wretched Gryff we've heard so much about. Let's start with the Horror, since they know about that, I think. Counterspell. Play around Daze here, just in case. Leave a blue up. Wow, that's... Yep, that's great for us. Good sequencing on our part. My part. When you get scredded, it's like, be super sad. Yep. I was so excited for such a brief moment in time. We had this 3/4 flyer against my opponent's 3/2 flyer. I felt like the clouds had opened. We're gonna get hit and then get double bolted. Dead. Alright, we know they have a bolt in their hand, so we are just dead. We're 2-1. We're 2-1. No. Get our break evens in with one more match. Or match win. It's true. On the plus side, we did not lose the timing out. Not wrong. You're only in danger of losing the timing out when you're winning. When you're just getting dumpstered by the aggro deck, you're not going to time out. It's weird, I know. And because Pauper's a casual format, it only has Friendly League. So, like, I'm getting back 40 of my play points guaranteed, which feels nice. So even if we lose from here, I'm only going to be out $4. Some kind of aggro deck. Opponent's basic choices on point. Tilt. Can't condescend that one. Condescend the crap out of that guy. Scrying non-land, non-towers to the bottom here, basically. Look at that. Top. Oh, you know what? I should have drawn the tower because now I have to draw the tower with the Seagate Oracle. It's not a big deal. Like, if the other card's better than the Mystic Teaching, I'd rather would have had that. Like, there's like a Prophetic Prism here. Didn't matter. This has to be like one of the fair decks that we devour, right? Haven't played a lot of Pauper recently, but I feel like the Tron devours the derpy fair mid-range decks is still true, right? We just like do what they're doing, but way harder. Oh no! You made me sacrifice my cantrip. That's so rude about it. We're going all the way down to 15 here. What does Black-White Monarch do? For those of us that aren't familiar. Oh, that's the one I want to play. Just a general aggro deck. That will be fun to horror. That's exactly what I thought, JVL. When they played the bounce land, I was like, that's when I want to make them pick back up. Yeah, I know, but what? Oh, Monarch lets you draw extra cards, right? So I don't want to trade here then, because if they play the Rose, I want to be able to take the Monarch from them. From multicolored. Oh no, not protection from my horror. The horrors my horror has seen. All right, I'm gonna go Island into put a wall up, get my Condescend back. I guess I could have also got Mystical Teachings. Maybe I'm supposed to get Teachings back here, so that way I could Teachings for, what's the word I'm searching for? I could Teachings for a Pulse of Murasa, get some life. Yeah, I think I was supposed to do that. I think I was supposed to get this Teachings back and then Teachings for Pulse. Oh no! Super punished. That's sad. Oh, from mono-colored. Get that. Now. Pestilence, that's funny. Huh. Sure, sure. Hey, pick up your 2/3, discard a card. Like, now the board's stabilized, just have to find a way to, like, bury them. A Mulldrifter, Ghostly Flicker. Ghostly Flicker is the combo, right? Since we have the Mnemonic Wall in play already, along with the Horror. Pick your stuff up. You pay 2. Bottom top. Crush, 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 crush. I will crush my enemies beneath my heel. Are we done here? Are we done here yet? I played my Karn equivalent. Deal, Wall of Hope. This guy really doesn't want to lose to burn. Oh, it's a combo with Pestilence. Look at that. Look at that. Opponent's playing a combo deck. Their deck is so cool. I wonder if they thought that was gonna live. I feel like they had to have thought that was gonna live. Block like that. Does this get the concession? You weren't really attached to these lands, were you, opponent? I know they're nice and all. I complimented them earlier, but I feel like you shouldn't have become too attached to them. The opponent getting attached to these lands. You weren't planning on casting your spells, were you? Look, they paid their $8 just like everyone else. They have no obligation to concede. It's not their fault that this deck takes forever to play on Magic Online. I enjoy perfecting people out of the game, you know, so we're up on clock even here still. And again, this is just like a matchup where we just like dumpstering our opponents so badly we don't have any cards that I feel like are worth bringing in. I don't think there's anything here, right? Like, maybe these Wretched Gryffs are okay? We just on the click submit plan. I wouldn't mind getting these Gryffs in here. I feel like I also just don't mind clicking submit. I don't really care about 2/1s, do I? I feel like the amount I care about a 2/1 is just like negligible. This is Belcher versus non-blue boarding, right? Seems kind of mediocre, right? Doesn't do a whole lot. It's even less. It's fine. For now. Scoured Barons. I top 8 at a 5k with Scoured Barons in my deck. Let me tell you about Scoured Barons. Look at this combo. The old... I wonder how much land hate's in their board. They've got to be boarding in like a bunch of Stone Raids too, right? Like this matchup's pretty terrible for them. The good news is we get to Mulldrifter back up off of our mulligan next turn if we don't get Stone Range here. If we do get Stone Range, we just go like Grotto, pass, hold a Prohibit. When you have Lone Missionary in your deck post-board against the control deck. Actual, factual Guildgate. Oh no! My opponent's choked my sons! So mean, opponent. Why would you choke my sands? Just realized there's an extra Pulse of Murasa on my board, is there? There's not. Don't choke my sands again, opponent. I'd appreciate it if you'd lay off. And, ow, they're the Monarch. Someone pointed out earlier, we are not very good at becoming the Monarch. Alchemy, looking for a... not that one. Guess we can get this map, and then the map gets it for us next turn. Tap the 2 Grottos at 7 mana next turn. Alchemy Moments Piece is a combo. Oh no! I was just reveling in what a good combo deck I had built, opponent. Why'd you bog me? Power plant, tower will grab a mine next turn. Yep. Yeah, Bog's very good in general. That's true, Cliffy. You're not wrong. Wow. Grotto. Probably Grotto Prohibit here. Just leave Condescend up since I'm going to have Tron online next turn. Tower, power plant, 9. They play the Bog pre-combat like they have been. I take this hit. That's true. Rotation is sweet. They played the Bog. He's gonna get 2 fogs or this moment's peace. Hopefully they play something that we can condescend to get a scry on. Love to scry my opponent at river. Actually have 3 mana up here, so I want to counter this unless they pay 4. Steps for 2. Really looking for like a Mulldrifter here, right? To generate some card advantage. Also something that can let us steal this Monarch. Forbidden Alchemy, that could be anything. Well, alright. Guess if I would have gotten the tower... No, it'd be short of playing this and flashing this back. Cracked their clue here, I assume. We're 2-1. We lost to Mana. We lost to Blue Red Delver. Heal. Oh, I should have cast the Moment's Peace, right? I should have cast the Moment's Peace because it prevents all combat damage till end of turn. Now I have to flash it back and then it's gone. Yeah, that was a mistake. Need to bring their Bog back to their hand. Island, huh? This. Respect the Forbidden Alchemy. I think it's just the Moment's Peace. I could bin the Moment's Peace and take something else, and then just flash back the Moment's Peace. I think I want to take the Prophetic Prism, actually. Just plan to flash back the Moment's Peace. Because, like, I'm not going to get to flash it back anyways, because they had the Bojuka Bog. If I take it and play it, they're going to bog me, and I'm not going to get the flashback, and this way I get a redraw off the Prophetic Prism. Pauper is exceedingly weird if you're used to playing Modern, because this format's super interactive and Modern is not. Opponent probably should have the recipe first, right? Because then they could have gotten rid of this crop rotation. No. Or the Prophetic Prism, whatever. Am I dead? Gosh, this darn Bojuka Bog. And we're dead. Play game 3 on the play here. The Kismet drafts are a good time. They remind me a lot of 665 draft. There's a lot of powerful cards and good removal. I think this hand's fine. Like, I think keeping a hand with Fast Tron and it's kind of a trap since they have choking sands anyways. There's 2 circle protection blue and 2 circle protection red. And their high-powered interactive limited formats are enjoyable. It's very Modern Masters-esque, and it doesn't cost me $20 or $40 to draft it, which is nice. That Bojuka Bog, though. Signet, probably going to evoke this Mulldrifter on 3. Pick up a bunch of cards, basically. Can't take my Mulldrifter away. It's divination, but it's not a non-creature. Oh, that was a mistake. Could have hit another Tron piece off of this. I wonder if I'm supposed to have just held a Prohibit here, actually, since I have 4 mana. That's probably true. Yeah, I hit a Tron piece here. So, like, if I draw Tower next turn, I'd have been able to play Ulamog Crusher. Pretty sizable mistake there. Yeah, I'm excited for the boat board. Okay, not punished for my small mistake. Picking up and replaying a land is, especially my crypt was kind of medium minus, so I wonder if they have more lands in there or not. Probably not. They have multiple bogs. Okay. As you will, opponent. 4, 5, 6. So we're just 1 more land off of just hard casting this all natural. Maybe after how that second game played out, I'm supposed to have Wretched Gryffs in my deck. This is like reasonable blockers that like generate value. I'm gonna prohibit the crap out of this. So if I do this, then I do this, crack this, get a tower, play Ulamog Crusher. Click on this 8 times because Magic Online hates me. If they left Edicts in their deck or not, I gotta cut something for all this discard and land hate. They don't have a way to kill this. They are very dead. It has Annihilator too. Crush, 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 Crash. Hey, we're 3-1. Sweet. We have gotten all of our fun points back, plus a treasury chest. Love it. For the hexers out there after this match, we're going to head live with some Kismet drafts. Everyone's having a good weekend. Ready for another week. Just closing out tonight's donation deck list with some Pauper Rooney. This Tron deck's a lot of fun. It's a little clunky to play in Magic Online, but if you're looking for a sweet Pauper deck to play in paper, would 10 out of 10 recommend this one. If you don't mind timing out on occasion, I think this deck's very powerful. In general, it's probably fine to play in Magic Online, but is what it is what it is. Is what it is what it is. Oh, Pauper Q. It's funny, right? Like, buying into Magic Online, the $10 account creation fee is, like, more money than it costs to build some Pauper decks. All right, we got a live one here for the last magical match of the evening here. Bolted Bird. This isn't someone we played already tonight, is it? It is not. It's just the freest of rolls here. We are up dollar Roonies already. I would love to keep. Please give me another freebie. I would not like to work tonight. This is the wrong deck to play. I am mentally fatigued having played this deck. Mentally fatigued having played this deck. Affinity, robots, Metalcraft. That's terrifying. Tron piece. Oh, that's technically what I asked for. Dang it, Hogland, be more specific. Be more specific, Hogland. I wanted a different Tron piece. I could have turned 3 Tron. I almost caught myself too. I was like, oh no, wait, I need a specific Tron piece. I was like, nah, we're pretty likely to. Oh man. Oh man. Flash affinity for artifacts. The old Tooth of Chisgoria. Neutron piece. Neutron piece. Yeah, buddy. Just Tron things. Bum, 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 bum. Might be too slow on the draw. He attacked me for 4 on turn 2. Alright, so we need to draw like a Mulldrifter here. Taking 5 here down to 11. Wait, why didn't we use the tooth? I'll take it, but I'm confused why we didn't use the tooth. Is Toolcraft Exemplar common? I have to imagine they do if it is. Oh man, look at this. They could have... They missed 2 points of damage, right? They could have, like, toothed, played this, toothed again. They missed 3 points of damage? I'm so confused. I mean, Pauper just isn't terribly popular, right? Like, it's funny, I commented this on my subs chat. The number of people we have watching right now, like, when we switched from playing Standard to playing Pauper, like, this is less than, like, my average number of Hex viewers. Which, Hex is a much smaller game than Magic, so, like, the number of viewers on there is generally lower on average. What am I doing here? Am I just playing this wall? This wall doesn't even really do anything, right? I can play and sacrifice this map to go get the Psycho Land so I can get another draw to Moments piece here. Go grab this remote isle. Oh, and then I could Pulse of Murasa the remote isle to gain 6. Okay, that's kind of funny. And then I can wall back the Pulse. I'm really glad my opponent chose not to deal 3 extra damage to me last turn. I would be much worse off if I was at 9 right now. Would I be dead? It'd be 5. Yeah, they actually have missed lethal now because they didn't deal 3 extra points of damage to me last turn. So, God bless you, opponent. I'm going to get to draw like 3 extra cards here. And then hopefully we hit a Moment's Peace, which will let us draw like 4 more extra cards. Oh man, look at all these cards. Opponent's deck is kind of sweet. Solid aggro deck. They have like all the white wild Nikado wannabes. Pulse of Murasa. Okay, we're very dead on board though, right? We need the fog. Can I get a fog? I cannot. Eve, this is going to continue to be a no justice stream and we're going to die here. Usually there's no justice in our favor, so occasionally there being no justice when our opponent's punts make sense. I don't have green to cast a fog if I draw it. Brickton died anyways. Fangren Marauder seems good. Ancient Grudge seems okay. The Extra Moments piece seems great. Exclude is slow. Forbidden Alchemy is kind of slow. I think Electrickery is good enough. Let's do this. Yeah, the AA Thunderfield series look awesome. The good news is, like I said, we have already cashed this league, so I get the old free rolls here. Close my window, cold air pouring in. Gotta win the next 2 here to cash this thing. This hand is more than good. It's great. I'm going to lead on this tapped on 1. Turn 4, cast Mulldrifter. Put Mold to 6, Scryed bottom. Magic Online, leaked up to 2.5 gigs of memory already. Pretty good draw. So, because we drew Prism, my sequencing was actually less than great here. I could have had a turn 3 Mulldrifter if I would have let on Power Plant Expedition Map. Or like, that only happens if I draw exactly Prophetic Prism. For reference, when you first boot up Magic Online, it only uses 800 megs of RAM. So, it's now using over double the memory, 3 times the memory, almost, that it does when it starts. Opponent is super dead. Power plant, where's my mine? When we can't afford to brick and die in this matchup, especially when we have our fastest start with turn 4 Tron. No one has any idea, Sir Rattleballs. They've said it's not going to be a trading card game, but hopefully they don't just mimic the Hearthstone model. Magic decks will be obscenely expensive if they carbon copy the Hearthstone model. Saffron Olive ran some numbers on MTG Goldfish. It was something stupid like $300 for a mono red deck. Alright, I'm gonna lead on Mulldrifter here. And to do that, I'm going to do this. I'm leading on Mulldrifter, so if they have removal, they'll burn it on this, hopefully, before my Fangren Marauder. So honestly, I only did this because it was a donation deck list, and if it was successful, I was planning on streaming the format some more, but the viewer numbers for Pauper are kind of terrible, right? And, like, between the viewer count not being great and the Tron deck being difficult to play on Magic Online, it's probably not going to be in my regular rotation. Like, the number of people watching, like, more than dropped in half when we switched to playing Pauper from playing Standard. It's just, like, not a format people are interested in watching a lot of the time. So, like, if either of those things weren't true, like, if this deck was great and easy to play on Magic Online, or, like, it was popular to watch, I'd be like, yeah, sure, we'll work through it. But, like, when both of those things happen, it's just like, yeah, this probably is not worth my time. I'm gonna go ahead and Moments Piece here. Yeah, right? And I wonder how many of the people watching right now are people that are watching knowing that I'm going to play some Hex tonight. But Sir Rattleballs, for a non-zero amount of people, you're going to have to get everything you get out of packs. Like, that's not biased in the slightest. That's being realistic. This is like this is what they could actually cost. Yep. Whenever someone tells me how free to play their CCG is, I'm like, really, how many hours have you put into it? And they say like some number that's like in the triple digits or close to the triple digits. I'm like, man, your game is nowhere near free to play. But I mean, like, people want to see formats they can actually play. People can't play Pauper. Like, there aren't paper Pauper events for them to go play in and enjoy in most places. It's the same reason Limited isn't super popular to watch on, like, Pro Tours and stuff, because people want to take what they have and take it home. You can't watch someone draft a sweet Limited deck and then go draft that exact same deck at home. It's not. The experience is different. I do love me a Seagate. I mean, this deck does everything I want to do in a TCG, right? It's just like, so like, if this was popular to watch or was it tough to play in Magic Online, like, I'm just like, in, right? But like, it's not popular to watch and it's tough to play on Magic Online, so it just like hits kind of the worst of both worlds. Oh, and also, this expedition map, when we crack it, gains us 5 life for this Fangren Marauder. Get God opponent. Oh, yeah, you cracked that clue, opponent. You cracked that clue right in half. That big, bad, naughty clue. Crack it all over the place. Oh, yeah, trigger. Unfortunately, this Mulldrifter doesn't keep these at bay. I mean, like, Wizards of the Coast doesn't support Pauper for the same reason they don't support Legacy. They don't want you to play it because it doesn't make them a lot of money, and they don't want to figure out how to monetize it. They figure they're better off trying to get more people to play Standard rather than trying to figure out how to monetize these other formats that they don't currently have good monetization models for. Like Legacy, it's ridiculously expensive on Magic Online still for some reason. And the only reason that is because WotC doesn't want people playing it. Always, yes, always. Alright, what am I getting here? Am I just getting a remote isle and cycling it? I think I am. All my colors, and we have Tron. Ooh, ooh. Ancient Grudge is pretty good, too. Let's Pulse of Murasa this remote isle back to my hand. Cycle this remote isle. Play this. That. Do this. Play this wall. Get back my remote or get back my pulse, which will get back my remote isle. Yeah, right. We cracked it right in half. Ancient Grudge the crap out of this Bone Splitter here. the Prophetic Prism, turn this into a red mana. Opponent's giving it their college best here. Right, let's go ahead. Actually, I should probably just lead on Prophetic Prism, right? Draw me a card. Bog not doing a whole lot. Grab this remote isle. Cycle this remote isle. Almost clicked play on it by mistake. Would have been a travesty. I mean, they don't even have that many artifacts in play, right? We're basically just like waiting out another Mulldrifter at this point. Maybe they're just hoping I time out. Hey, look, another card that gains us 5 life. This card just like casually gained us like 35. You continue to make my favorite content over and over. Keep it up, Rolk, with the 6-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome back. I can counter this unless they pay 3. Yeah, that seems good. I'm like in for the scries, right? Do it for the scries, baby. Scry life. Scry me a river. Oh, could have jumped and pulsed it back. Good line, JVL. I didn't think about that. Good line. I'm kind of tired. Stack's draining. You just have to work so hard for every win. Oh. There's still a third game after this one, too. This is not the kind of deck that Wizards of the Coast wants you to play, though. This is not Magic how modern Wizards wants the game to be played. Man, I can't believe I missed the block with Mulldrifter. We'd have been up two more cards by now. So I only drew 1 card with this Pulse of Murasa. Man, I feel so bad about myself right now. Oh, gosh. You know what? I just did it again. I should have chumped with the Mulldrifter because this can get Haunted Fengraf. We'll do that next turn, I guess. As you will, opponent. Gain 3, draw 2 cards. Yeah, right? Look, there's some sweet... I've played some sweet dirtily controlled decks at Hex recently. It's almost like I don't want to draw 2. Look, the path to drawing 2 is just kind of convoluted. I haven't played this deck anywhere nearly enough for, like, the weird draw 2 lines to be ingrained in me, right? Can I just draw a Ghostly Flicker already? Please. Please. I need a Ghostly Flicker. Alright, we got Another fog. All right. I mean, kinda. This is the kind of deck, like, a good Magic player could pick this up and like, if they're taking their time and they're not tired, they're gonna do well with it. Like, we dumpstered plenty of people already tonight. Just like the deck's doing powerful things. Let's play this, get Pulse of Murasa. We'll chump block with our Mulldrifter next turn so we can get it back. We'll take 2, go to 18, we'll play this, we'll have to play 4. We've just gained like 60 life this game. No big deal. We've cast this, what, 3 times? We've triggered this 4 or 5 times. The win condition is your opponent getting annoyed enough to right-click and hit concede. In actuality, we have a combo way to lock our opponent out of the game with Ghostly Flicker, Mnemonic Wall, and Devrana's Horror, or however it's pronounced. God bless you, opponent. Just barreling these 2 Dorkos in every turn. Oh, we do have one Ulamog's Crusher. You're right. There is a singleton Ulamog's Crusher. Ooh, the horror. We draw. Need that Ghostly Flicker. Need that Ghostly Flicker. Play my horror. Shouldn't we have bounced? Yes, yes, we should have. Look at that. Good on you. Pointing out my failures. My failures too. I'm gonna throw this away now. And we definitely should have done that. Mystical Teachings. I forgot we had double Demonic Tutor in our deck. All right, folks. I want you to sit on back now. And Papa Hoagland's gonna tell you a story. Story of better times in a place that we once knew. A story about how we made our opponent pick up their entire board. Always yield. My opponent may not realize it yet, but the game has ended. Yay! They realize the game has ended and their life is more valuable than waiting to go through that. Do I want these Wretched Gryffs? They have a lot of annoying flyers. I feel like I want these Wretched Gryffs in my life. Anyone else feel like we want these Wretched Gryffs in our lives? These Essence Scatters and these Prohibits are probably pretty bad. Will you tell me the story of what lies beneath the house of Divrana? Right? The horrors I have seen. Please, please now. Please now. Pretty easy redraw here. Yeah, this hand has 2 Tron pieces and it has all of our colors, so sign me up. That Ghostly Flicker to start. What a beautiful day. This is double Time Walk, so we're gonna keep double Time Walk on top of our deck. Vault Scourge. And Cloudifairy? No idea. Not educated or informed on anything's Pauper. Whoa, they didn't have another thing. That's good for us. Their start is really aggressive. If they have another artifact for next turn, we are going to be in a lot of trouble. They're going to be attacking for 7. Not hitting a Tron piece here feels really bad. I wonder if I'm just supposed to map there. Yeah, probably not. We'll be lucky and they don't have an artifact. Only have 2 cards left. Tilt. That is true. We get to Gizbit draft regardless, right? I guess we get to draft sooner if we lose. Front piece. 3, 7, 8, 9. What are the odds they can do 3 extra damage next turn? Really low? I'm supposed to evoke Mulldrifter here. I feel like I'm supposed to evoke Mulldrifter here. I think I am. Bone Splitter and the Flash thing. So they could kill us next turn. Unlikely to, but they could. So next turn, we get to crack this, play the Tron piece, have Moments piece via Prophetic Prism, and we're going to get 2 more draws that way, so that's good. And hopefully we can survive long enough to do our broken thing. Just like playing good, honest creatures on curve here. Like the fairest thing in this format. Tron piece. Dang it, I need to be more specific. Fine. The second time tonight that's happened. Rats. Alright, time walk number 1. Alright, I would like a Tower of Power, please. Like a Tower of Power, please. Thing, fries are done. What am I doing now? I can flashback Moments piece plus play Pulse of Murasa. We're not out of the woodwork yet. We're getting closer to being good. So we just had to practice. Wait, what? What? Why? Why wouldn't you attack with everything? Holy crap, that's a huge punt on their part. Well, now I just get to do this and not die, and I get to hold this Moments piece for later. Yeah, man, we get to Pulse of Murasa back our divination. Why didn't they attack with everything? Oh, lordy, that could be the piece that lets us win this game. Settle the wreckage, lol. Ancient Grudge. Alright, so I have 7, 8, 9. This is 10, 11. Really doesn't do anything for me, right? So I'm going to start by casting Mulldrifter and see what we get here. Remember, I need to leave 3 up to... Huh. I guess... I can do this, right? And make 2 blue here. And evoke this, retain priority, and then ghostly flicker this in the Prophetic Prism. Yeah, that's great. That's the line for sure. Alright, in response to this, I would like to ghostly flicker this and this. Anyone else getting hot and bothered yet? Anyone else getting hot and bothered yet? I'm a little... Hey, look, that's 2 more fogs. That's 4 more fogs, kinda, depending on how you look at it. Big mistake, we overdrew. Oh no! How will I ever get out of this horrible mistake that I have made? Shh. Peace. Peace, tiny angry creatures. Peace. Peace be with you. And also with you. Is that sacrilegious to say that? I grew up Catholic. I feel like I could make that joke. I feel like I'm gonna offend someone by having said that just now. Oh. Oh, Mnemonic Wall, huh? Is that one good? Alright, so I need 6 mana to play this, plus do the thing. I already played a land. This is 8 mana. That means I can do this for blue and play this and get back Ghostly Flicker. 4 double fogs. There are 4 double fogs in my deck. The correct number of double fogs. How much aggro is there? Enough for 4 double fogs to be in our deck. We almost have infinite fogs. We technically haven't assembled infinite fogs yet, but we're gonna get there most likely. We have fog locked our white weedy opponents. Yeah, we need 2 walls to fog lock them. We're gonna need to, like, draw a bunch of cards here, so, like, we're probably fine. I guess I could also just play the horror and start doing that, right? Just, like, pick up all your stuff. Yeah, that's probably better. Is Devrana better than Fog? Is it really? Someone sent me money, Maddie. I'm a simple man who does bad things for dollar bills. Alright, in response to this, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Ghostly Flicker, so they have to discard the thing I'm putting back in their hand. Wall's gonna get back Ghostly Flicker. My Horror's gonna return 2/3 to their hand. And like, there's things you could play to make these games easier, but like, you don't need to make them easier, right? Like, yeah, like if time was a non-factor, like you wouldn't even think about like playing suboptimal cards. Like my opponent's pretty much locked out of this game here. Yeah, like I don't want to put bad cards in my deck to like make up for the fact that Magic Online is clunky. Is basically what it comes down to. Like if my opponent attacks here, do I even need to fog, or I just like to block and then use the flicker and like to put not lethal? I think I need to fog this turn, right? I could block 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, I can only block 3, right? I can block 1, 2, 3, and then I could flicker and then only take 2. Actually, yeah, I can just flicker and not die and get to eat some of their things. So I get to go block, block, block. Yeah. And then I just want to let this trade happen. So I eat this and do that. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna flicker here, and I'm gonna flick these two. And this guy will eat this guy, and then I'll take 2. I'll go to 4. Yep. Your guy. So it's like I got rid of one of their things, but I got to draw a card and take 2 instead. I know their last card's a land. Is this worth 10 more minutes of your time to lose this game, opponent? That's the real question for my opponent. Is playing out this game worth losing 10 more minutes of their life? That's what it means. They're not getting packs out of this because they're basically dead here. Target this. Target this. Yeah, opponent's definitely on the timeout before we do play. Are we done here? Yeah! We 4-1 with Pauper. Alright, if you're a Hexer, come help me fire this draft cube. If you're a Hexer, come help me fire this draft cube. Alright, sweet. This Pauper deck's great. Like I said, this deck's really powerful. It's doing obnoxious things. It's just, it's tough to play on Magic Online because of the interface. And, there aren't really competitive events to reward you, even if you are used to the interface, so it's tough. If you're looking for a Pauper deck, like there's competitive Pauper around you, you enjoy playing Pauper and doing obnoxious things. That being said, if you're playing like casual, friendly Pauper, this deck's probably going to lose you most of your friends, because it's really obnoxious in addition to being good. So, at any rate, let's head on over to that Hexy time. So Hex, for the